You got this shit knocking though.
All right, you know what it is.
Chill.
New day. Happy Valentine's Day.
That boy said yep because he forgot what number episode.
No, I did. I was like, fuck.
I forgot what episode it is.
Here, man.
Episode 32, bro.
31?
32.
It is 32.
Man.
It is
Tay
32.
was on
Sorry.
it.
Yep, you're right.
No one seen.
So, in episode 32,
Yeah, man.
we got our second guest.
Luda.
Hey.
Lil Loudy.
Yeah, Lil
What
Loudy
up?
in the cut. Y'all know
You
what
got
it
like
is,
30
man.
nicknames, right?
Man, it depends on the situation, man. You know?
All good.
Depends
all
on
good.
who you want to hire.
Exactly.
Yeah, man. I understand that. Man, Luda, man, what do you do? You're a photographer, correct?
Yeah, you know, I guess.
Where are you based at?
So I'm based out of H-Town.
Okay, one time.
But
One
now,
You from Houston?
yeah, from
Okay.
Houston, born and raised, got it tatted on me. You're
All right.
I ain't done that one yet.
Who?
Nah,
Houston Tech?
dedicated.
Okay, cool.
Nah,
cool,
but
cool.
but now I mean H-Town based, but I'm starting to travel more. So you know, trying to rockstar lifestyle on tour, doing my thing.
Oh man, I keep up with you. Recently was Atlanta was the last place you just
Yeah,
went?
I just got back from Atlanta.
What were you doing out there?
Just networking. I was with my homegirl Angie. Shout out Angie Jashubi.
She in the studio. What's
She
up,
in the
Angie?
studio.
What's good? You can yell.
Yeah.
You can yell. That's cool.
She back there laughing. It's
Yeah.
all good.
He'll pick it up.
We was out there networking and whatnot. I got LA next week.
Oh, dope.
Like next week, as in this weekend coming up, or like
Next weekend.
Okay,
Yeah,
next week.
23rd
Oh,
through
All-Star? Is
25th.
that
The
All-Star?
week,
That's
nah,
this
bro.
weekend.
It's the weekend after All Star.
Did you not know or?
I right booked the wrong plane tickets. Thinking, nah.
I said, none of these flights are so cheap. Oh, because I wanted to go back down there this weekend because I was like finding out like there was some stuff going on that I
Yeah.
could have been a part. But I was looking at the plane tickets,
Bro,
for like
ridiculous.
$500, $600. I was like,
Yeah.
that's
You ain't
not
got it,
right
bro?
there.
Got that championship shirt on? Bro.
Right.
You got
Bro, I
it.
got this from a thrift store for $20.
Lies.
Yeah.
Oh, you probably did get it from the thrift store that you had a exhibit recently.
Yeah.
Tell us about that, man.
Oh, so that art show, man. That was again Angie. You know, Angie Jashubi.
Angie, what's up?
You know what's up? You want a mic? Yeah. So you know that was my first art exhibit.
As far as you were showing your photography
Yeah,
work? Okay.
yeah. Just had a project that I was working on, like a photo series. Just had it on display, but really above all, bro, it was a house party, man. Because we didn't want to do like the typical like gallery people come and just come look at pictures and
I
just
feel you on
act
that.
bougie and
I
whatnot.
feel
Like
you on that.
anything that I do, like I want it to be live, bro. So like it was for the kids, bro. Like if you would have went, you would have thought it was like a concert. Like it was like a mosh pit, bro. Like that.
Oh no, I saw some.
Yeah, you
videos.
saw the video. Like that's just how I like to do things, bro. Just take it to the next level and just put a different spin on things that people are already doing.
Where was it at?
It was it's a store called Options Trading Co. Shout out to Options. It's in 3rd Ward.
over by D-Bar.
Oh, that
Yeah,
place
yeah,
you parked by?
yeah.
Okay. Oh, that's dope.
Yeah, shout out
'cause
to 3rd Ward.
when we were, damn, I'm like stuttering. When we were talking through DM and you sent me that flyer, I was like, damn, like if I wasn't gone, I definitely would have.
Yeah.
I definitely would have gone.
I
Like,
had daddy duty. I had
Nah,
nothing.
I
I had
you
nothing.
could have brought the kids. You know what I mean?
she could have
Right.
raged. Milan could have
Yeah.
raged.
Milan is super sheltered, boring.
I'm bad.
She did no. Actually, she turns up though. It's
Yeah.
really funny. Like,
I've seen her.
Yeah, you
like,
seen
so
her
that's
at her
something
birthday party. She's like the one jumping around
at
and
her birthday
everything.
party, she was just having fun.
Yeah.
Backtrack just a little bit.
What's
So
up?
but you're not only a photographer though. Like I feel like you do more
Nah.
than that. So like that's what I want you to do. I want us to like.
Yeah.
we're gonna ask you about your meetups. We're gonna ask you
everything.
about
Like I want to know exactly
Social
everything.
security number.
Yeah.
All that good stuff.
bank accounts.
Yeah,
routing
you know,
numbers.
routing numbers.
We want all that. We want all that.
The people want to know.
The people want to know. Oh, good. So, I mean, all right. How did you get into photography? What made you want to do photography?
Man, were y'all ever on Tumblr?
I tried it and I
You tried
failed.
it, man. Tumblr. I was heavy on Tumblr back in like 2011,
Uh-huh.
2002, 2011, and basically like I've always been into like fashion and shoes and whatnot, and that's all I would look at on Tumblr, just like people like showing off their fits and whatnot. And like it got to a point where people weren't using their phone cameras anymore. Like in order to like shit on the next person, you had to have better pictures, right? So they were like buying professional cameras and like taking fit pics with professional cameras. That was like some next level shit. And I found that people were using the Canon T3i. That was like what all my favorite like bloggers were using. So I'm like, okay, guess what? I gotta go and get that shit. So I spent my last, little change, little $500, got a T3i, picked up a camera, and just shit took off ever since, man.
What year
So
was that?
That was 2013.
Yeah.
For my 18th birthday.
So 5 years deep.
Yeah, 5 years deep.
What you shooting with now?
I just got a 6D Mark II. It's fire. Yeah, big boy toys. You know what I mean?
Is that full frame?
Full frame shot.
Okay.
You know.
All right.
Yeah, you know, the shot.
Yeah. I seen it. I thought I was like, is that it? Because I remember we talked the other time, and you were like, yeah, man, my shit busted.
Yeah, no, for real. Yeah, bro. I was like borrowing cameras, bro. Like,
damn, for real?
Yeah, it was rough. It was rough for a little bit.
But no, but that's dope because like there's actually a lot of stories like that. Like Gunner Stahl, if you remember Gunner Stahl?
Yeah,
that's
bro.
what happened to him. Like his camera broke and he just didn't like.
And then he picked up a film camera.
Yeah, exactly. And now he's
that's like speaks volumes about you because you kept getting it done.
Like you have to, bro. You have to.
That's dope because I know me. I mean, I'm kind of spoiled now. And if my camera goes down, well,
kind of.
Yeah, kind of. No, I'm spoiled. Okay, I'll send out emails.
So, how long have we known each other?
I don't know, man.
We've
You've been following me around for some years now, man.
Nah, for real. Like, we've been knowing each other for some years, and it's like I feel like we know a lot about each other, but there's still a lot we don't know about each other. But like when I see, like when it comes to his equipment, he's very, 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 and it's not bad. It's not bad. But he's very anal. He's very protective over his stuff. I don't blame him. Again, like he's invested. He spent his time and money, but like I know for it. Like his camera recently dropped in
heartbreak.
He played everybody else cool. Like, oh, it's cool.
I got it.
But I knew, like, in the inside of him,
screaming.
He was crying himself to sleep at
night. I was like, Fred, I know it's about that. Man, low key it is. But we was out, so he just wasn't making. He just picked up real quick. You kind of check it, but in the back of your mind, like, fuck. I hope I didn't break nothing.
You can't let him see you sweat.
Right, exactly.
You can't let him see you sweat. So he was like, and they were all like, oh man,
I would have cried.
Yeah, but I had to keep it cool. I was like, I'll be good. $400 later, but I needed it though.
Thanks.
It was essential.
Yeah.
Essential. Everybody calls me up for saying essential.
Why?
I don't know. I say essential a lot.
Do you?
Essentially.
You essentially do say essential a lot.
That's a quality word. That's vocabulary.
I think it is, yeah. I read books. I be reading.
It's pretty basic word.
You educated.
Oh man. What else we got? I had a bunch of questions for you. Okay, so you recently your follower count isn't super big, but 5,000 is a big deal. But the thing is, your followers interact heavy. So I would say out of that 5,000, you're probably getting a good 20%, 30% that are really interacting with you, which is hella good.
Most part,
So what are you doing? Like people want to know, like, what are you doing?
Yeah.
You busy on there all the time. If you don't mind sharing.
We about to get it some free sauce.
Let me take some
free
notes.
sauce.
Some free sauce.
Notes.
How to be Luda for
How to be popping. Nah, man. I mean, it's just about growth, bro. A lot of people, you've heard the algorithm and all that stuff, and people like panicking.
Yeah,
and people, you know,
I hate it. Honestly.
Yeah,
I'm tired of seeing stuff from 3 days ago.
Dude, like I get DMs. Like actually, I get DMs where people will ask me like, are there apps that I use like to get engagement, or they ask like, you know, what are your tips and all that? Because people care, like especially like recently after they changed the algorithm, like more and more people are starting to notice that you have to actually, you know, finesse the system a little bit. But man, just like the biggest tips, bro. There's no secret formula. There's no whatever. Just got to be consistent. So me, like I post like the same time every day, and I noticed that works with the algorithm or whatever to get, you know, my stuff on people's feeds. Use the right hashtags. You got to use your stories. You just post like good pictures, bro. That's all it is. Like just good content. Yeah, that's pretty much it, bro. Like,
but you've been this way.
You being modest, bro.
Yeah.
But you've been like pretty much this way, like your whole life. This is always been you, right? Like you, like just because Instagram came out, you didn't like change it. Like you said, when Tumblr, you were into fashion and stuff like that. So I can see that through your Instagram. So I think that's one thing that helps anybody. That like,
oh, your IG has a theme.
Yeah. And like for me, growing up, I was always into that, but I never put it out there. Like for me, it was always just sports. That's really all I did. Like was go to school, play basketball, and this and that. I was always into that stuff, but it never like people that I went to high school with. They're surprised at like me doing all this stuff. I've always been into stuff like this. I just never been able to, I guess you could say, like express myself. Like when my friends were getting like MOB tatted on their neck or
shit.
What is MOB?
Money over bitches. Or MOE, money over everything.
Yeah. Wait, where you from, bro?
Northside Houston.
That's some real Northside shit.
So it was like I was never into that shit. So it was like when I got Frankenstein tatted on me, I got art tatted on me. Like that's always been me. But it was just like
I'm different.
Nah,
Sweet Chase.
But it was like I was never able to express myself. But I think that helps you because you're you. You're very organic, and like people they've always known like okay, he's always been that person into fashion.
And that's the thing, bro. Like everybody does photography nowadays, but you know a lot of people try to like do the same things that everybody else is doing. So you know, whenever they work with models, they try to do like the preppy, like the nice, let's pose, and, you know, take pictures with flowers and stuff like that. That's cool. You know, some people can make that work, but that's never been me. Like, that's never been my influence. I've never wanted to like make my stuff look like that. Well, maybe at first, like, because I noticed like that's what gets people's attention, whatever. Then you got to take pictures with half naked girls and you got to do all that shit.
I can't do that.
Right? Like,
I don't get to do that.
I
don't get to do that. Nah.
Restricted.
Nah,
but
I do that behind closed doors.
Chill.
Look at.
Nah, but yeah, that's never been me, bro. So like my style is more like street. So like if you look at my shit, it's more fashion oriented, it's more like street oriented. But you know, I can still make it look good. And that's the thing, like if you put your passion into it and you do what you like really want to do, you can make it look how you want it to look, and people fuck with it, and that's what it is, man.
I mean, when I talked to you that day at was it
Too Sweet?
Yeah, it was like, oh, this dude, he clicking. He getting it. He gets it. So now I seen you're selling. At first you were giving out the preset. Yeah. Now you're selling it, which I love that move. Yeah. And you're doing it at half off, right? Or
not because at first it was like $15. Because I've had people tell me like, I'll pay $20 for your preset, but me like I'm young myself, but it's like I do it for the kids. You feel me? Like
how old are you?
I'm 23.
Oh, okay.
I'm right, but I'm like a old young person. You know
I mean to you, I'm old, and like somebody 15 years.
Once you get past 21, like you're old.
Yeah,
to like 18,
right, basically
19, 20 years old. It's like, you can drink, you're not cool no more. Like you can do it legally.
Yeah, no, it's not. You take the fun out of it. But now, because like in my mind, I'm thinking like, what would the 18-year-old be able to afford? Like, what would I be looking for? Like if I was younger. And shit, at 18, I couldn't spend $20 on some fucking Lightroom presets. So like $10, like, you know, just show love. So doing that, you know, I don't want to tax people. Like, you know,
that's good though. That's dope. Like a lot of people, they, you know, $50 for a preset.
Yeah,
for a
and
preset.
people, but the thing is, people will buy it.
No,
I know
preset pack. I'd buy $50. Nah, I'm lying. I wouldn't buy
that's what I said. I wouldn't. So I got to ask myself, but like, if I wouldn't, like, I know I can't expect anybody else to.
If I knew you and I was like, you know what, I like what he does. Okay, I'll spend $10. But just to like flat out go on, my name is Mr. Johnson. Yeah. I have this artistic
preset
set pack. Nah, I'm not about to give you $50. So I understand that.
An essential preset
pack. I hate that. That's exactly. See, he's on the internet like I'm on it. I'm like, man, let me get some new preset. Essential. What the hell is this? I'm like, why do I need this? And why is it $49.99?
It's the same.
But they try to finesse you. It's half off right now.
Yeah.
So it's normally $99.99.
$200 value.
And if you click now, you get another one free.
Yeah. Man, I mean, that's finessing though. I mean, that's where the money is. The money is on the internet.
That's the thing, bro. Like before photography, I was marketing. Like that's what I went to school for. I was marketing major. So that
Oh, you went to college?
Yeah, you know. What? Are you surprised? Why you so surprised, baby?
No, we about it. So this makes this next. Okay.
We had like a tiny conversation that we didn't get too deep into.
Too deep.
He got into it on Facebook.
Yeah, it had like 300 comments on it.
Oh, for real? That's controversial.
He's an unknown Facebook troll, but that post wasn't a troll, but he says things. And he gets a lot of slack for some of the things.
Troll God.
It's funny. It's funny. It's like, but to that topic, since it's your topic.
What's up?
I mean, we just keep on figuring out who Luda is and things like that. We'll get into that. Where'd you go to college at?
UHD, like literally like a block away.
Yeah,
like
same.
I came from class.
It's funny because I actually going to UHD is where I found. To me, it's crazy how the world works because I was walking to UHD to class and I saw this dude with the tattoo and I was like, yo, where'd you get that from? Like, it's really dope. He was like, oh, this place over there, So literally the tattoo studio right here is where I got like a lot of my work done. And like now it's like fast forward in time, I'm here again, like doing shit like this.
Like full circle.
Yeah, meeting him. And it's like, it's just cool. Like, oh shit. Like I was closer to like doing like closer than I think. You know, like when you like use things are there and you just never know how it's gonna pan out. Like 5 years now, it's like crazy.
All I got from that story is you were checking the dude out.
Hey, man. That's a pickup line. Where'd you get that tattoo from?
Wink.
Can you take me there?
Can you take? So, you free? You said you free tonight?
You free tonight? There's a restaurant right by the tattoo shop.
We take a stroll around the corner.
I heard there's an Airbnb right here too.
Oh my gosh! No, my gosh! No Airbnb. Oh my gosh! It's all good, man. Living life. And what else? I had like a million questions, but I'm not one of those professional people that write stuff down.
I had stuff written down.
That's cool. We just freestyle it.
We freestyle.
So that's why I have your Instagram put up right here just to stalk you again. So.
That's cool.
That's my stalking. So okay, the exhibit. Then the other thing I wanted: how did you get, or what were you doing? Okay, from talking to you now, I essentially figured it out that you're very connected with the people younger than you.
Yeah.
Like for me, I know there's a big disconnect. Yeah. Nobody 18, 19, I mean, some are. I've had it, but no one like 15, 16 years old is hitting me up for information because I'm just that far apart from them. So how did you keep that connect? And two, with your meetups, it's when I go to your meetups, I am the oldest dude there, and I'm 32, which in relatively I'm not oldest, but I'm not old, but like when I go to your meetups, there's 200 kids. And it ranges between the ages of 15 and 25.
Yeah.
So how did you get the meetups to get to that point? And how many have you had to get to this point? And,
okay, so the meetups.
And once again, we got to give her a shout out. What's her?
Angie.
I know she's a part of that too. So.
Yeah. Okay. So the first meetup that I did was called Houston Hype, right? So
that was the one we went to.
Yeah, that was the first big one, and that was my first one that I did. It was the biggest one. Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. And for those of you who don't know, bro, Houston Hype was like it was a meetup that we did in downtown. We had like a turnout of around 300 people, 300 like photographers and models. We just like mobbed through downtown, bro, shut it down, like talking about like knocking over fences and climbing parking garages. It was rock star shit for. But yeah, so that was my first meetup. We did it in collaboration with the creative team called Houston Visuals. So, shout out to HV. But basically that was my way of, highlighting the things that I like, because that wasn't the first meetup in Houston. Like y'all know, like you've been to meetups before. Yeah. So it's not a new thing at all. I can't take credit for that, but it's like the twist that I put on it was I wanted to be street oriented, and it was strictly street. It was streetwear, so like street fashion. And just like how I envisioned it, and I put my twist on it, and it turned out to be one of the biggest ones that Houston has ever seen.
I think it was.
Yeah,
Houston's ever had.
Yeah,
because when I showed them, like, God damn, bro, there's a lot of people. And then it made us get on our P's and Q's big time.
And it was like a ripple effect after that, because after that meetup, like, there was like a meetup like every single week after that point. You see what I'm saying?
Everybody wants to, put their twist on it.
Yeah.
No, it's funny that you said it, because I actually had people like asking me like, yo, like, how was that meetup? Like, what did you do? They're like, because there's one coming up this week, and I just kind of want to know what to expect.
And they want to like compare it, but it's not. Like, I can't even lie.
I was overwhelmed.
Yeah.
I was like really overwhelmed, because like, believe it or not, like I'm not good with crowds.
Yeah.
And so there's a lot of people there, so I was just like, so I was like, okay, like, there's people there that I knew, but I was really like just checking it out, and it was really mind blowing, man. I was really surprised on like that.
Yeah, it was fire, bro. I was surprised too, like, because it's one thing, like, people like each other's pictures on Instagram and whatnot. People like show like internet love or whatever, but to get people to come out like to the event, like, it's a crazy feeling, bro.
But it was crazy for me too, because like it's like he said, like, I'm not super old. I'm about to be 27 in a few weeks, but it's like sometimes I even feel like a little disconnect with like the younger. But I had people from that meetup like DM me like, "Yo, I didn't know you were there."
Yeah.
Like, I was like, "Oh shit!" Like,
you found out you was really popular.
I still ain't popular. I just found out that people cared. Because it was just like
because I was surprised that you showed up.
Oh no, I had to come through.
Yeah, no, like, and that's the thing. I guess like I'm trying to get out of that space, like I'm trying to be seen more, because I'm very like I like being behind the scenes, just chilling or just like posting shit, like, and just moving on. But it's like people like, it's like, damn, people actually like see me, or like they like care about a few posts that I do, and it's like, that's cool. It's a cool moment. And like even over the weekend, like with the podcast, I mean, I was getting a lot of DMs about it and stuff like that.
It's crazy,
It's cool.
It was his mom. I'm so proud of you, son.
See,
good job.
That counts. That counts.
Hey,
counts, bro.
Mom has been my number one supporter from day one.
Shout out to the mom.
I could drop all this and go to be a stripper right now.
She was still behind you.
Hey, she like, follow your dreams.
It'd be creepy if she's throwing ones though. That's not that supportive.
I made that. Yeah. I make my mom sound old by doing that. My mom is not old. Well, she's older, but my mom.
She's cool. She's cool.
Very in tune with like everything that's going on.
In tune with the streets.
Yeah.
Man. So to touch on
you trying to touch on?
It is Valentine's Day.
Yeah. I know you do. Are you doing something?
No, we're gonna go eat tomorrow and then go to Black Panther. That's what we're doing for Valentine's Day. That's what boring parent stuff does.
Why tomorrow?
Tomorrow. Oh, because the Black Panther, there's nowhere to.
So you just want to consolidate.
Yeah. Okay. So you got to consolidate when you have kids.
Plus everything, like all the Valentine's Day gifts are on sale.
Oh, facts.
No, I'm gonna buy all my candy tomorrow.
That works.
I'm chilling.
Because the day after Valentine's Day is for the side pieces.
Oh yeah.
Don't get me in trouble.
Yeah, no, yeah. So we don't go touch on
that. I'm not in a relationship, so
that's funny.
So you went to college, and the other day I asked on Facebook, is college, and since you're an entrepreneur, he's an entrepreneur, I'm an entrepreneur. Yeah. Miss Angie's an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. You're an entrepreneur. Do you feel like college is still worth it or still needed?
Man, I'm such a bad person to ask because I feel like I want to encourage kids to go to school. Like I want to be the person to say, man, go to school, man, get a degree, but it doesn't work for everybody, bro. That shit didn't work for me.
And when he texted me, that's kind of like same answer. I was like, man, I'm so anti-college. I couldn't.
I want to. Like, I want to be like, man, you go, get your education. But that wasn't my plan, bro. I did it, bro. I tried it, and like I'm still trying to cope with the fact that I'm a dropout. You see what I'm saying? Like this so weird.
I dealt with it.
It's like I should go back, finish, but bro, like there's no point.
At all for you? You don't feel like it at all?
Nah, I'm past it. Like if you would have asked me probably like 6 months ago, I'd be like, man, I might go back, but I'm past that now.
There's a little part of me that wants to go back for like certain things, just like.
But just to complete it, right? Just for the sake of completion.
Not even that. Like I think there is little things that I could take from college. One thing that I didn't capitalize on, which I think a lot of kids should today, is the opportunity to network because of so social media is strong. Like that's like my little cousins have more followers than me, and they're in high school. Yeah, and it's just like crazy. And then there's just like I get it because they're in high school, so like they're literally interacting with like 10th, 11th, 12th.
Nah, hell yeah, like, but there's middle schoolers with like 10K plus.
So
like why?
Yeah.
So like and I've also came to like the realization that like a lot of things I feel like I need to learn. Like people go to school, college for like business. Yeah. Like, I don't know. I've learned a lot about business, like interacting with him or interacting
like
with
real life.
Real life, or like talking to other people, reading books, or just like listening to podcasts and stuff like that. It's just like I don't know. I feel like the information's there. Yeah. A lot of us are just too lazy.
I just feel like college is the easy way out. Like to be honest, like people think that it's like security. Like you get a job, like you get your degree, you get a good job, but that doesn't even exist anymore, bro. Like I've seen people who like work the same career for like 20 years and then get laid off. Because their jobs being replaced by, machines and, stuff like that.
China man.
Like, it's wild. So there's no job security. It's like you have to create your own opportunities. You create your own platform.
Okay.
I'm not saying, hold on. I'm not saying college is bad. It's
no.
That's what I'm saying. It wasn't for me.
So the common denominator that everybody said is that the amount of debt that you're going to get in going to college doesn't outweigh the opportunity. I disagree. Me being Nigerian, I had no choice. Yeah, it was like, okay, I go to school. What you talking about, man?
You got to be an engineer or a lawyer.
Now I'll give you that. Yeah. My background, we weren't pushed like that. Oh, okay. We were all told medical field at least. Minimum.
So at least.
So there's 3 of us. We're all college educated. We all graduated. Me, I'm more of a free spirit, so I didn't graduate till I was 30. Okay. Completion thing. Yeah. That was what it was for me. So I don't use my degree. But I'm not in the crazy amount of debt. You get what I'm saying? I tell everybody you should go to school.
Yeah. At least try it. I'll say that.
Because I don't say that.
Nah.
If you honestly, in your heart, and parents need to do a better job too to know my kid's that's not for my kid. You get what I'm saying? College is not for my kid. And if you know that for your kid, then don't let them go. And, set them on a path for, success or whatever like that. But my mom knew I was... Like, look what we're doing now. Yeah, she saw the drive in me, so she made me go to school. My brother the same way. So I tell everybody, if there's certain things in life, if you want them, you can go to school and just achieve all that.
Yeah.
But it also is a great network, like you said, networking too.
Facts. That's the only thing that I miss about school is like, you know, being able to be in class and, you know, there's girls and whatnot.
I didn't talk to nobody, so I didn't talk to nobody.
The girls got smart by the time I was in school. They were like, they were like engineering building and everything. They were by the law building. And like,
I just hooped and that was it. I was keeping.
So essentially, you never ever really put any effort into school.
I did. So first semester I did not. I'm not gonna lie. Got on academic probation. The second semester I did, but it was just like, damn, like I don't like it. So third semester, like halfway through, I remember like I was trying. And I was just like, man, like this is gonna be my last time here. Like it's my last semester. Like I just.
So you just didn't like school?
Yeah, I did, because at that time, like I was a lot more like introverted, I guess. I really didn't talk to nobody when I was in class. I didn't talk to nobody. I didn't have like a lot.
You should have did great.
Yeah, nah, like
socializing was my problem.
That's what I'm saying. I was the opposite. I was in a frat.
All I wanted to do was go play basketball.
Yeah,
that was it. Like I had basketball like friends. Like we would all be at the gym and I would talk to them and it would be cool. But like in class, I wasn't interacting with nobody. And because like
you was in class thinking about basketball.
Or just not wanting to be there, like the fuck, I'll be zoned out.
Yeah,
and then it's like
think about balls.
Yeah, and then like just like I can't be stuck in one place. Like my mind just goes crazy. Like I'm always like just mine's always just somewhere else. So when I'm sitting there and the teacher's talking or giving a lecture, I'm in a whole nother world. And then we gotta write 8-page papers about something I don't even remember or care about. So like.
My whole thing was just like I don't like deadlines. I like to do things like on my own time.
It's a good and bad thing, though.
You know,
but I feel like it's what school also taught me is that the world doesn't work on your time.
That's true, but when you're a rock star, you do what you want.
Even Diddy, if you want to keep at, you know, like we used it. Okay, who's like if you had an artist right now that you could walk around with every day, all day, who would it be?
Man, Kanye. That's easy. Or Travis. But I feel like Travis would probably get on my nerves.
Yeah, Missouri City. Yeah, but no, he's tight though. He's cool.
Yeah, he's tight.
But all right, so Kanye, you don't think he has like deadlines? You don't think he has a schedule? I mean, because he has money, he has
for sure,
more freedom.
For sure. But in the between time, like, you know, he does things how he wants to do. I remember one thing that he said was like, you know, he can't work with anybody that he can't call at 3:00 in the morning, you know, to talk about ideas, you know, to get, you know, things moving. And that's how I like to move. Like I'm up, you know, all hours of the night. You know, I get ideas at different times and whatnot, and you know, I can't have anybody tell me like, oh, this needs to be done by 8 p.m. Or, like, I don't know, bro. Like, I don't know. I just like to do things how I like to do it.
Hold on one second. Okay, but just to like kind of go back on what you were saying about the Kanye thing. Like, yeah, it sounds cool. Like, oh yeah, he can call me at 3:00 in the morning and, you know, want to talk about ideas. But like you said, like
I used to do him like that.
Yeah,
he doesn't answer anymore.
Nah.
Well, like now because I'm getting my sleeping schedule back together, and like I would stay up late and I was waking up late.
Yeah.
And now I'm trying to reverse it and like start going to bed earlier and wake up earlier, because at night I found myself thinking a lot and not doing nothing.
That's true.
And now I'm doing a little bit more.
You don't sleep?
I don't sleep.
He don't. Yeah, he don't really sleep. But like I saw the effects that it was having really just like on my body and everything. Yeah. And it's like I was like, yeah, I gotta just find a way just to at least get like 6 hours of sleep.
Like I know I need to get it together, but I feel like while you're young, that's the time to go hard. You know?
Oh yeah, no. Hey, don't be fooled.
Yeah,
I could pull up a video right now of me on YouTube. And that's not the same person.
For real.
Nah. But so I agree with you. Like, enjoy your life and do what you need to do. But the sooner the like clicks for you, the further along you're gonna get, the faster. So I'll tell anybody that, like, if you want to be an entrepreneur, man, start young.
Yeah, no facts.
Like if that's what you really want to do, you don't want to have a job, you just want to, you know, make it on your own. Skip school, don't even bother, don't get in any debt. And just go for it.
Cause that's the thing, bro. Like people fail to realize we have the internet, dude. Like there's kids who are like 14 making, you know, 10,000 plus a month. You know,
I need to see some of these kids.
No, off Amazon, there's like, you know, affiliate marketing, like drop shipping. Like there's so many different ways to get money on the internet. You don't need, you know, investors and capital and all that. Like it's so easy to just get in. And I
I wouldn't
think
say it's easy, but I see what you're saying.
but just easy in the fact like the information is there. Like you could watch YouTube videos that show you how to make 100,000 plus on your own. But just the thing is like more young people are starting to get into that.
Yeah.
And
because we're in a very entrepreneurial age. Like,
yeah, because that's the thing. Kids don't want jobs. They want to either if they don't want to be rappers, they want to have their own business, or they want their own clothing line and stuff like that. So I like that. Like I applaud that. And you don't need school for that. You feel me? Like it's on the internet. That might be the wrong way to think about it. But
there's just a certain. You guys are still relatively younger than me, and I can honestly say I felt the exact same way until I got about 30.
Okay.
And I'm not saying you guys won't be the people who went through the system. Now they're blossoming.
Okay.
So I have like 2 female friends that are 33 and the other one's 32, and they're loaded.
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
House, $300,000 house. They put down $100K. Didn't flinch.
Yeah. Goals.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm not saying that can't be achieved as entrepreneur.
Yeah.
You can do it, but what I'm saying is, school is like the straight and narrow, and then you go into your job, and then it like pushes you towards what you're going. As an entrepreneur, like you said, rock star, you're bouncing around doing your thing, Then it's like, oh shit, I'm 28. Let me get my life together.
Yeah.
That person who went to school and did the straight and narrow, by the time they're 28, they're halfway to where they need to go. Yeah. And then if you, as an entrepreneur, if you really, really, really haven't developed the skill of like, I need to do this at this time, do this, it takes you a little longer to get where you're going. Yeah. And that's the only thing I tell everybody, just go to school, get the experience. If you're not going to like Harvard, go to a community college or a local school. Don't move out your parents' house, part-time job, pay for your school as much as you can, keep your debt as low. And then in your last 2 years, get an apartment close to the school, start living your own life and graduate and things like that. Do your thing, you know what I'm saying? Have a good time, have your parties. Because by then, if you have a really good GPA, you can't do too much to mess it up. So that's what I tell everybody, like school.
That's the right way.
And it has a culture to it too.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people who spend money with me now are my classmates. Or my peers from college.
That's true. So that's that networking we're talking about.
Well, see, I think, from like, I'm not saying, oh, this school sucks. Like, I realized that college wasn't for me. And like with the younger generation, I think a lot of them realize, oh, forget high school or forget college. And they go into the world thinking they know everything. Yeah. My thing was, I knew I didn't know everything. So I was like, okay, I still want to learn, but college is not for me. So I started, learning through Fred or learning through other people that I would work with or reading books or doing this. Like, that was my way of learning.
My way of learning was YouTube, bro.
Yeah, see, like, no, even that. But it's just like a lot of people, a lot of kids, like the younger, I don't say kids, but it's the people that are younger. And I always tell my little cousins this, like, don't ever think that you know everything.
No, that's true.
Like, the moment you think that, like, that's when you're going to be the biggest dummy ever. Like,
I know that I don't know shit.
Yeah. So, and I tell myself that all the time. Like, he still teaches me a lot of stuff too. Like, we got each other's nerves sometimes, but he teaches me a lot of shit. Yeah. And I'm not the most organized person, but I look up to him on his organization skills because he's very, 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 very organized.
And that's the thing. That's why you got to have people in your circle who have the skills that you don't.
Exactly. And it's like when you, like the younger generation, oh, I just know everything. I just do this or I just do that. And it's just like, nah, like, he's taught me a lot of shit, yo. Like, he's taught me a lot of shit. And I've learned a lot of shit from other people, from other photographers, from other business people. Thanks. I learned stuff from even younger people. Yeah. Because,
that's it, like you can't have a closed mind.
Yeah, exactly. So I think that's where, like, if college don't work for you, don't ever close your mind off from learning new things. Or be like, okay, college don't work for me. I know everything I need to know. I'm going to just go do it. Because that's where most people fail. Like me, I'm like, okay, college is not for me. Now what?
Because my whole thing was like, if I went out and tried to do my own thing, and if I fell on my face, I know college will always be there. Like it's an option. But I don't want to be 30 years old and be like, damn, well, I should have took the chance and went hard and see what could happen.
And I tell you people, that's the beauty about college. You can always go back.
Exactly.
That's the beauty about being an entrepreneur. McDonald's didn't become McDonald's to the dude was like 50 years old.
Right.
And before McDonald's became McDonald's.
Right.
Or in late 40s. So it's what and I haven't put my response down. What it all boils down to is college or not college. Do you literally have the drive and the will and the want to be successful?
Yeah.
Because if you use college as your tool to be successful, it could be very successful. You say, hey, I'm going to go to college and I'm going to become an entrepreneur. Engineer, and I'm going to be the best engineer there is. See, eventually, you're going to get to the top.
Facts. Because like if you know you want to be a doctor, of course you can't, just drop out and learn everything off WebMD and just freestyle it. Of course, that's...
Oh, boy, did.
Who?
I know you're talking about. He did like 3 or 4 times. It was like a kid. It's like a kid.
Oh, yeah. I think he got arrested, right?
Yeah.
Hey, that's finesse God right there. Finesse God, for real.
Yeah, now you fucked up.
Look at the dictionary, finesse.
Right. With the medical picture. So yeah, I mean, if you know you need a degree to get to that, of course you have to, right? But also there's people who go to college, they get their degree, and they don't know what they want to do even after they graduate, and that's what I didn't want to be.
No, okay, and even if they were entrepreneurs, so say they were entrepreneur, do you think they would have became successful? They don't know what the hell they want to do. Period. You get what I'm saying? Anyway, if you don't know what you want to do, you don't have a goal or anything, you don't know where you're going. At the end of the day, you're just wasting your time.
Of course.
School or not
school or no school, exactly.
That's what I'm saying. So that's what I also said. Parents need to just, did this dude really just?
Can we?
Is there a camera? Is there
yeah.
I'm gonna make sure to cut to show that.
But powder his nose.
I mean,
man, my lips.
I'm messing with you, bro. But at the end of the day, man, like, if you don't take what you're doing seriously and really put energy into it, it's not like, for instance, when you were telling me your school story, all I heard was you wasn't feeling it. You wasn't feeling it. You wasn't taking it serious.
I really wasn't. I'm not gonna sit there and
so you had no chance of being successful with that, demeanor, that mentality. But what if you really say, you know what, I'm gonna take this super serious and I'm gonna really push? You never know how far you really could have went with school.
What were you going to school for?
Police officer.
For real?
Yeah, I was doing criminal justice, and it was just like, I don't know, man. It just wasn't for me.
You started listening to Gucci Mane. You said, "Fuck the police." that new Migos album drop. You said, "Fuck."
I don't know. It was just like a lot of stuff you said. It was similar to how I felt with deadlines and stuff.
Yeah.
And as I got into corporate America and I was working in an office, like I realized that like I have a problem with authority.
Yeah. But you would be the authority.
Huh?
You would be the authority if you were police officer.
Yeah, but it was just like, in order for me to be the authority, I had to go through this system that I didn't want to go through. True. And I was literally trying to find an easy way out. Like, how could I just like be a police officer? Like, why do I gotta like do this page, like 30-page paper on literature to be a police officer? Like, why? Like, why do I gotta do that?
30 pages?
I'm exaggerating. I'm over exaggerating. It was really like 8 or 9.
You struggle with 8 pages, bro?
I don't.
School wasn't for you.
It wasn't. No, it wasn't. I like to write. I can write about things that I care about. But when we're talking about poets and stuff,
you don't care about poetry, bro?
Poetry is essential.
Who's your favorite rapper? Who's your favorite rapper?
Of all time?
Yeah.
It's a tough one. I will probably, just off the top of my head, because you put me on the spot. Yeah.
Racist. Get out of here. Get out of here.
Oye, Lord. What did you say? Oye. I don't know.
Oye, Lord.
Nah, he's hot, though.
What are you?
God. It depends on the situation, man.
Oh, my
God. Look, shout out Black History Month. I'm half black, and my mom's from Mexico.
Okay.
Like Mexico,
like
or
from like born in Mexico.
Tight.
Yeah.
I'm Mexican than I am.
Fact. Yeah.
Oh shit! Is there a Mexican History Month?
Every fucking day
in Texas. Shit,
ain't no wall holding me back. But back to, I guess. Well, I'm gonna just defer that question somewhere else.
Okay, all right.
I'm gonna say 50 Cent. I was really big 50 Cent rapper because Get Rich or Die Trying, like,
that was poetry.
I wasn't
poetry, but it was like.
Wish death upon me, blood in my eyes.
That's some Shakespeare. That's some Shakespeare
right there, bro.
But like that album was like, so I wasn't into albums growing up until that album came out. I was always into singles because my mom would always only play like songs. I was only hearing a song. Oh, I like that song. I like that song. And I would literally buy a CD just for that song.
Just for one song.
And then Get Rich or Die Trying came out, and I was a fan. And
what was different about 50 Cent?
I don't know, honestly. That in the club, because he was signed because he was affiliated with Eminem and Dr. Dre, and at that time, those were my favorite.
You sure it wasn't the white beaters he was wearing?
The do-rag.
That's what did it. Always going. I feel like one day, like a gay person is gonna jump for it. Like a whole community of gay people.
I'm not. I have no problem with them. They're cool. Live your life, man. I'm just teasing you, bro.
But yeah, to answer your question, I'll probably say 50 Cent.
You know, it's funny. Yesterday, I was saying like I wish I got into 50 Cent when I was younger.
Really?
I never really like got into 50 Cent.
Because I was 11, I think, when he did that turn.
Yeah.
No, 50 Cent dope. I mean, I'm a little older than y'all, so yeah, I went through that whole thing. They're gonna see me on the phone. Jeez, I need to stop doing that. God, get better with that.
I had a whole conversation about that in LA about that.
Oh, me being on the phone?
Yeah.
That's strike one.
Like, look at Fred. You don't even care. No, I'm just kidding. No, I was actually talking to Sharif about it. Just the whole podcast thing. I was just
Sharif, what Sharif got to say?
A lot of people like the podcast, like Betsy and Nezzy and Sharif, and they all like the podcast.
Yeah. Hey, streets fucking with you.
Streets fucking with it hard.
Hey.
Woo, yay! Loser.
Edit that out.
Yeah, man. What were we talking about?
Oh, man, I don't even know.
Oh, hold on. How did the YouTube thing come about? Like, I see,
yeah.
So there's two videos for some reason. I don't know why they caught my attention on your YouTube page. It was what to wear to a Travis Scott show.
Oh yeah,
I thought that was very interesting because it's like let me talk to somebody.
Or no, it was how to survive a Travis Scott.
There you
show.
go. Yeah. And because it's like I see people go to like his show or shows like it very dressed up, and it's like they come out like, oh my god.
Yeah, no, RIP.
So it's just like that's like if someone was to ever ask me, I'd probably just refer to that video.
That was one of my favorites. That was one of the first ones that I did, but it was one of my favorites.
Yeah. So, but how did you start?
Yeah. How did you roll into YouTube,
dude? Why did I do that? Really, bro. I guess for clout, bro. Like, to be honest, because it's like what can I do to put myself out there more, like get more recognition for myself? And YouTube was just the next step for me. I felt like so, that allows people to get familiar with who I am, and I get to create the stuff that I want to create, talk about the things that I want to talk about. So I guess that was just me creating my own platform, I guess. And it was cool.
How many you got some subscribers though?
Just a couple, bro. A couple thousand.
Just a couple racks.
But the thing is, I haven't dropped a video in like almost 3 months, bro. I'm slacking big time. But
because from my understanding, they reward you the more consistent you are.
Yeah, because the same thing, that algorithm shit, bro. It's the same thing. Like the more that you drop, the more it shows that you're relevant, and the more it shows you're active, and you show up higher in search results and all that stuff. So I know if I got back on it, I could see how far I could go.
So why don't you do like a recap of the event you just did? Fucking up.
Fucking
that.
I can't even. I can't even.
I have
come
no
with a good
reason.
excuse. I was trying to.
I'm 23.
I was a rock star last time.
Yeah, I'll get a professional, camera team and all that.
You don't even need all that. Like the thing is,
you can thug it out like we're thugging it.
Yeah, thanks.
All these T3 guys.
Yeah, we got 7 of them.
7.
Yeah.
Bro. But yeah, YouTube's cool. I like it. I like the feedback that I've been getting. A lot of, and that's the thing. It trickles down to like the Instagram and whatnot, because a lot of my Instagram followers come from YouTube. So it goes hand in hand.
Does it go the other way?
I noticed that it was of course, but I noticed that it was more the other way.
So IG converts better to YouTube than YouTube converting to.
No, YouTube converts better to IG than IG converted to YouTube.
Okay, so. Oh yeah, because the homie King Kieran, his YouTube, I mean, it's doing good, but I mean, he has like 2 million followers on there, so you would expect him to get on YouTube and go, bam,
right,
500,000.
Right.
Nah, it wasn't like that. But I've seen some guys that were big on YouTube, and then you could just watch their IG like every week. It was like 1,000 new followers.
Yeah.
You just make sure you put it in there. We've gotten some followers from the YouTube as well,
right? Because it's easier to blow up on YouTube, just the way like the search result. Because you've been there, like you start watching one video, and next thing you know, it's like 6 hours later, you're like on a completely different part of YouTube because the recommended, that search bar or whatever. So
you start from photography tips to midgets fighting.
Man,
what was the thing that I wrote into the other day? How did this guy cheat on Who Wants to Be a Millionaire? And it was like he cheated. So there was some guy who would call for a sneeze for the answer. If it was A, he was like, if it was B, he was Achoo. Yeah.
Nobody caught that, bro?
Oh, no, they picked it up.
Yeah, and like immediately?
Immediately, and they let him finish the whole show. And then when they let him finish the show, then they went back and then they reanalyzed everything to they made it to, oh, this was A.
Yeah.
Oh, that was B. This was C. Oh, that was A. That
Okay.
was B. And they got it to that point, and then they called him so gangster.
Yeah.
So this is in the UK. They're like, oh, Cheerio. What's up, Mr. Johnson? Hip, hip. Top of the day.
Yeah.
Anything else I could think of? Yeah. So they hit him up. Mr. Johnson, we kind of noticed that you went about the contest illegally, and we plan to press charges. And they hit him with that, and he was like, "Oh, really? That's ridiculous."
Preposterous.
Yes. Absurd. And no, he really didn't even get that crunk. Like, I think he was just like, shit.
Yeah.
I got caught. Yo, he's in jail still.
Jail.
I wouldn't even give him a phone call. I would have just like written a dope ass letter.
I thought you said you don't like doing essays.
That's not an essay.
But you'll write a letter?
Because I want to do that.
It's the same thing.
It's
You should hit him on Twitter real quick. Hey, bro, going to jail.
LOL.
See, essays and the letter is different.
Yeah.
Bruh.
The letters come from the heart.
Exactly.
Okay,
Oh
I
my
feel it.
God.
If you're forcing me to feel something, write about something, things I don't care about, not gonna happen. If I feel some type of, he going to
I
jail.
can't wait. Yeah.
I'm gonna lock his ass up right now. You motherfucker! I know.
It's crazy. You on Twitter?
I'm not really.
Why nobody likes Twitter, man?
It's like you.
There's too many social media.
Yeah, you either get it or you don't. Oh no, I'm not hitting on
I don't
Twitter
get
like
none
that.
of them.
Yeah.
I got Bumble.
It's a pair.
Oh, you got Tinder.
Tinder.
Working
I'm
there.
not on Tinder.
Back page.
Christian Mingle.
Christian Mingle. Oh my God.
Hey, man.
Craigslist.
Hey,
It'd be popping.
boy, Craigslist in LA be popping. You see, so I was just curious. I just started looking up shit. Guys be like, got this mansion. You can use the Range Rover and all this, and this is like pretty much you gotta let them do what you want with you.
No.
Oh,
But you get full everything. You can do whatever you want. You don't gotta pay rent, but sugar daddy. He don't come out right and say it, but
I want the
How'd
cheeks.
you show cheeks?
you said what?
What? No, nothing.
How did I find out about that?
Yeah.
So, because I was asking Sharif about his, how did he find his place, and he was telling me.
Chill before Sharif beat you up. Go ahead. Sharif got the hands.
No, he was telling me how he found his place, and he was telling me about all the shit that he was like seeing on Craigslist. So I was like curious. I just wanted to see, like, is it really like that out here? But it's like when you search for like rooms, that's pretty much all you're gonna see. Like, just
You can stay for free and drive my car.
boy, you gotta take this.
In the butt.
So,
Sharif the homie. Oh, what's his shout him out, man. Tell Sharif.
At Solar Sharif. He makes really good music.
Yeah.
He's in LA grinding it out. Been there for
His hair still long?
yeah, it's actually longer.
Hang on.
So
What does he do? Is he doing?
I'm not
like
about to
the-
sit here and describe a whole man.
I mean, those are things you like to do. Oh my God.
You guys
Let me
like,
make it.
let me visualize him with his long
You got-
luxurious
you got
hair.
fur-
Like,
got
bro, just go to his Instagram and look. So real quick, man. So
What's
I've been looking at your Instagram,
What's
and
up?
you've been around. Like, so we shoot concerts.
yeah.
But you seem to. I don't want to say forced. Like, you seem to find yourself around people. Like, not in for instance, like this Tekashi picture.
Yeah.
You have a photo of Drake. Like,
Yeah.
if you want to share, you don't have to.
Yeah.
It's your secret. How do you?
Bro.
Cause you got Fabulous. Chris
Yeah,
Brown,
bro,
so
bro,
it's
it's
like,
finesse, bro. Like, okay, I couldn't even describe it if I wanted to. Like the Tekashi thing. Like, I was in New York, bro.
this is in New York.
Yeah, that was in New York.
Oh,
I
shit.
was out there last September in Manhattan, and bro was like walking down the street. Like, this was before Gummo even came out, so like he wasn't like really like blown up. But he's just walking in the street, bro. The Fabulous thing, that was a connect. Shout out to my boy Gerard. He flew me because he's a music video director. So he flew me out to LA to do the behind the scenes for music video for Fabulous and Chris Brown and whatnot. The regular concert shit, the Drake shit was just being in the right place at the right time. So it's like there's so many different ways to get it, bro.
Yeah,
But you just got to be creative. Like, my whole thing is I don't take no for an answer. Like, if somebody tells me no, I know I can find 2 or 3 other people to go ask, and they'll find a way to get me in type shit. So that's the thing. You got to be persistent. That's what it is. Don't be like a dick.
Yeah.
But if you want something bad enough, you'll find a way to make that shit happen.
No, that's true. And see, like, I feel like with me personally, like, because like I work with a few publications, like I can't overdo things. Like, there's times I can finesse things, but it's like, if I get caught, they're gonna get on my face.
Yeah, exactly.
Then I'm gonna get the publication I'm working. Like, hey, aren't you with such and such?
Yeah,
like,
it comes back.
Yeah, we don't want him here no more.
Bro.
Or we're not gonna let y'all shoot no more concerts. So it's like that backlash can like essentially like, I say essentially.
See,
Boy?
could mess up just whatever. But there's times that I've like tried to like finesse my way into certain things, and there's But so I was just curious because like I was like, man, he finds himself like in situations, and sometimes it is just like you said, walking down Manhattan, and you just like right place at the right time, you just see somebody. So that's dope.
And then the World Series parade, same thing, bro. Just
moving and moving.
See, that's the thing. That's the number one tip that I'll give to anybody listening to this. If you act like you're supposed to be somewhere, people will treat you like you're supposed to be there. So like it's been times where like I just try to walk in through the side door. You just hold up your camera, you do like the nod. You know what I mean? Just like bro.
You did a YouTube video about finesse,
bro. Yes, like it's that simple. Like just act like you.
And we've talked about that on here like a lot of times. Like a lot of people don't know how to act. Like if you just play it cool and act like you belong, like don't sit there and make eye contact and look weird. Like,
exactly.
Like, oh, come on, bro. Like,
don't be back to recording.
Yeah, but if you just like walk back to like, oh, what's up, man? Just keep going. Like, oh, yeah, he's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Like, if you just sit there and just get a picture, move around, you're not like all in the artist's face, and you're just like it makes a huge difference because you're giving out like if you give up that energy, you're not supposed to be there. Everybody's like, what the fuck is he?
They'll put you on blast, bro. I've seen it.
Too.
You do the what's that fat kid? He was in the line and the guy kept yelling at him. He's like,
what are you talking about with the can?
With the can, yeah.
No. It was like Popeyes. It was like a Popeyes.
He's supposed to be back here? That's crazy, man.
Y'all listen to Black Panther at all? Yeah,
the album?
Yeah, did you like it?
The album's pretty far.
Yeah, I love it.
Okay.
What's up?
My only quarrel is, why is there no Nigerian artist?
I thought about that. I was like, at least, Wizkid?
He popped.
Yeah.
So that was my only quarrel with the whole thing. Wizkid, Davido, there's a couple of Nanja, like, and me being Nigerian, so there's a couple of Nanja guys that are popping right now. Yeah. Did you hear the accent? What's up? Ladies, Coach Psych. But so there's a couple Nanja guys that are on there that could have been on there that are popping right now, and I haven't seen anybody. I mean, like the Nigerian community going full force for this movie.
That's true.
You can't not get on any social media platform and not see a Nigerian talking about jollof rice and daishikis or just at the, you know what I'm saying? So we're going super hard for it, but I just feel like I know the movie's in based in Africa and everything like that, but just
we know that they shot most of it. They said they shot most of it in Atlanta.
I know it's not in Africa, but I'm just saying it's Wakanda, Africa. But the soundtrack, I think we're just not represented.
Yeah, I thought about that too.
So yeah,
they got Travis on it though, so I'm happy.
Oh yeah,
Travis on the album.
Yeah. Travis is from Houston. Houston got a lot of Nigerians.
Exactly.
Did you go to
that's for y'all.
That Mo City thing?
Nah, what was I doing?
I really thought you were gonna be there.
I thought so too, bro. I didn't know about it until like 30 minutes before.
Oh no, I saw it the day before, and I just was like,
Mo City is a whole different world, bro. That's not Houston. So
I wasn't even here.
You weren't here.
I just saw it on the feed. I was like, oh shit, that's dope.
Yeah, because I follow. I mean. Well, I lived in Missouri City at Hunters Glen 4 at one point in time, so I know some of the people from Hunters Glen, and it just came up on my feed.
Yeah.
And I was like, I might go.
And it looked cool. I don't think it was nothing major, but
it still would have been a dope photo.
Yeah, it would have.
And Complex would have used it.
Facts.
Fader. All of them. We missed out. We all see sleep. We sleep.
Oh, I was woke, but I was just not here.
You couldn't tell nobody?
No, I don't think he would have went. I'm just giving him a hard time. That's all good, man. But yeah, I'm super excited about Black Panther. You're going, obviously. You going day one, or are you gonna take your time to go watch it?
I will wait till it comes out on bootleg.
Okay. That was my next question. Are you a fan of Marvel?
Bro, action movies don't do it for me, bro. I don't know.
This boy likes love movies.
Shout out to the Notebook. Nah,
that's my shit too.
I like horror. I like horror movies and stuff like that. But I would support Black Panther for the culture.
You don't have to.
You don't have
to. I would.
No pressure.
I feel it in my heart.
I can see the comments right now. Just what you talking about? You're not going to Black.
You can just say,
boycott down.
Follow. You can just choose to be Mexican that day.
You know.
See, he has a choice.
But there's no Mexican superheroes.
What? Nacho Libre?
Get the hell out of here. Throw something at him. No, are there any Mexican superheroes?
Think about it for real.
Nah, we don't need to save the world.
Because you guys are busy building it.
Exactly.
Man, see, that's
there we go. That was very
y'all destroy, we rebuild.
What you mean destroy? We're building it too. Now we're making the clothes for it. Cotton. Wow.
Shout out to H&M.
Oh, man.
Ooh, I wonder how much longer they're gonna be open.
Bro, don't make it past that shit. Bro. I still fuck with Asia though. I thought it was funny.
You thought it?
I thought it was funny, bro. It was like, yeah, I understand why people were mad, but
we already
I
talked
thought
about this topic.
you already talked about it.
Yeah. It just shows that we're not in higher up positions to where we can make the call like, hey, bro,
I think it shows how how unaware people are in that position.
I thought it was just, it shows that it was literally just a hoodie, you know? It wasn't too much thought that had to go into it. It's just an article of clothing.
No, I mean, I listened to the BBC radio. Shout out to being old. But
that's some real mature shit.
So I listened to the BBC radio.
How you listen to that? Come do this.
You know? So the British commentator was on there and she said that she said she's just really surprised how unaware that the middle class white America and upper class white America is of their advantages.
Okay.
You know, she says they're not purposely doing it. They just had no idea.
Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. It wasn't malicious.
No, but that's what I'm saying. That's the problem, that there's nobody within, so the boardroom shouldn't be 10 of them and they're selling to 100 of us.
Yeah.
And there's not one of us in there to be like, hey,
this is probably
that's not okay.
Good.
I don't think you should do the monkey shirt, bruh. You know what I'm saying?
Or put it on the other kid.
Yeah, put the orange one on him. Yeah. I know the green looks good on his skin.
Yeah,
I don't think that's gonna be a good one. So that's the real quarrel that I have. Not the the shirt on him. I mean the sweatshirt on him. Yeah. It's that there's nobody along the way to say, no, that's not a good idea, bro. Yeah. So that's what that is.
I would wear the hoodie.
I can see your IG and YouTube blowing
that's what
controversy we want to see. That's all good, man. We're gonna wrap this one up, bro. Yeah, man. We gotta clean this one up, I said clean this one up. What am I talking about?
Essentially, we gotta clean it up.
Essentially, we have to hit ass. Nah, man, it was good chopping it with you, bro. Man. We appreciate you coming out, man.
Thank you for having me.
Yeah, so
anything you want to say in these last few minutes?
You want to get deep?
All right, let's go.
You want to get deep or like?
Yeah, get deep.
Any shout outs? Give us the plug to your all your social medias and what matter and
what's up, man? Y'all know what it is, man. It's your boy Lil Loudy, aka Luda the Shooter. And man, I just want to say shout out to all the kids who follow me. Shout out to everybody who's followed me, everybody who's been showing love. And I just want to tell people, just follow your dreams. It's possible. I just want to show people that it's possible. Rockstar lifestyle. Whole lot of gang shit. Y'all know what it is. Boat gang. Glow up, don't slow up. All that cool shit that the rappers say.
Alrighty, man. That's it. That's it.
Yeah, are good.
That's it.
Fucking out.